I'm not coming back in here, so I'm done.
Alright, so, um, live here, kind of, sort of, with Anthony of AoV. This
What's up,
is.
y'all?
This is what's considered a response interview. His interview is in response to an interview that I did with James of BFC.
Yeah.
Is it a just James video?
James and Tay, just
Okay.
and it's not I just want to make it clear that it's not I'm not gonna be talking shit on BFC. I'm not gonna be talking shit on Tay. I'm not gonna talk shit on James. These are two men that I respect to a certain extent. I led with Tay. I led under James. He was my leader, so because of those titles and the history that we have, there's a certain level of respect that I will show. So then, even if that respect isn't being shown back to me, which I'm not saying that they're not showing that respect because I believe that they have showed respect back in their interviews. So I'm not gonna be, talking shit on BSC. I'm not gonna say, oh, fuck BSC, all that stuff. I'm just here to respond to certain misunderstandings that is going on, and for James, because James isn't right in the middle of the conflict, there's a lot of things that he does not understand. There's a lot of points that if I don't explain what happened on my side, he'll never understand the big picture, even Tay wouldn't. For example, James said that there's no way that Tay could have kicked me out of the pages because if Tay kicked me out of the pages, how did I destroy the pages? He said that in the last video. So so yes, I did destroy two of Tay's pages. I did do that. Um, but I did that after me and my elite guys was kicked from the main clan hub page that that AoV and other clans helped build. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you say, when it comes to a clan page, uh, the creator doesn't build it by himself. It takes a community to build a community. You know what I'm saying? So we helped build this page, and me and Tay had a disagreement. I was trolling one of his members, Isaac, and just playing around with him. I have this pre-made AoV chair. It's like a throne chair. I use it to troll. um, and I sent it to him. Now Isaac is a friend of mine. I'm not just sending this to, somebody that I don't know. Isaac is a friend of mine, and I sent this picture to him in the clan hub, just trolling. I said, okay, Tay's gonna see this. I want to see Tay's response. Well, I got Tay's response. So Tay messaged me. He did message me in inbox. Okay, the way he making it sound like, oh, I messaged him with respect, this, that, and third. If you know Tay like I do, which you know a little bit, this is what Tay said in the inbox. He took a screenshot of what I sent and he posted it in the messenger and he said, don't do this again. Okay? If you know Tay like I know Tay, you could just imagine the aggressiveness that this phrase would have had if he was in person. It would have been an aggressive, demanding phrase. Don't do this again. Not, oh, don't do it again, or please don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's like a firm, don't do this again, like you coming up against me. So I responded firm back. I let him know, first of all, we not in a good place. You know what I'm saying? The two clans, we're not in a good place. Off of a live that James did, we're not in a good place. So this, when Tay sent me this message, there was already a lot of heated tension between us because of what we were doing to OP, which is your clan. Um, and just other things that we were doing, trying to bait BFC. So he's not coming to me as a friend. He's not coming to me as just a person that he respects. He's coming to me as a threat. Yo, don't do this again. You know what I'm saying? So as a man, my pride got in the way. You know, I basically told him, nigga, basically don't tell me what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm standing up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. And so he must have got offended by it. Um, and next thing I know, I get a message in my inbox from my co-leader, Eddie Rodriguez. I believe it was Eddie. It probably was somebody else. But like, yo, are you in the clan hub? I was removed from the clan hub. I said, what do you mean you're removed from the clan hub? I look in the clan hub and I'm blocked from the clan hub. I'm not even in there. So I said, oh shit, Tay did something dirty. You know, like they're sitting around calling me sneaky and shit, dirty. Tay did something dirty. He done removed it. I messaged Tay and I had the message and he said, you you and all your AoV people can leave my page. Basically, it said take your AoV niggas with you. So right now I'm trying to get revenge. So now we at this point, right? And one thing that James doesn't realize, I let on to James so many times. There ain't one time that I lied to him. Ain't one time I lied to him. So now all of a sudden I'm this liar that's making up stories, right? James can go easily into the clan hub and look into admin activity. He in his last interview he said, "Oh, if you look in there, it says the Anthony Costa removed this, Anthony Costa removed that." It doesn't say that because somebody sent me the screenshot of admin activity before they left it. Before they left it, and what it says is Assassins of Valhalla Gaming Clan removed bam, and it shows everybody that removed. So when I was removed and my co-leader was removed and a couple of other top AoV dudes were removed, and Tay let it be known that AoV is not going to be part of a clan hub. AoV is not going to be part of a page that they helped build. There's blood in my eyes now. All I'm looking for is retaliation. You know what I'm saying? How can I top what Tay did to me? Now it's a pride thing. You know what I'm saying? And an ego thing. See, one thing with me and Tay, that was our fault between us. Like you told James about asking him the question about the two lions, correct?
Yep, apparently they don't live in
Okay.
jungles.
Lions do fucking live in jungles. What the hell are you talking about? So, two, two out. Okay, so the problem is you should have said alphas. Okay, that's what it is.
To me, that's the
Alphas.
same thing. Alpha, lion, same thing.
It's not. It's not because you can have two lions, two male lions living in the same pride, but you can't have two alphas and a wolf pack. There's no two alphas. There's only one. So
Okay.
the alpha is the leader. So basically, but James said it right. James said it. James said, see, one thing about James is very wise. He is wise. And he has been doing this a lot longer. There's a lot of things that we don't know that he does know. You know, he's a good mentor. Um, he's very wise, and he said two lions can be together, but it's that ego and that pride. If that gets in the way, then stuff can be destroyed. But that's the problem when you got two heads, two leaders. That's see the thing about us when me and Tay is we're passionate. We're too passionate though. So when we doing something, we're putting our all into it. But what happens is if I'm doing something, I'm putting my all into it, and he's doing something, putting his all to it, and it's not on the same road or it's not in agreement, then we clash. That was the problem in BFC. Me and him clashed because of our passion, and then our pride got in the middle of it, and our egos got in the middle of it. On top of it, we got spoiled members in the Xenoverse clan that is arguing over stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? On top of the members being childish as hell, you got me and Tay fighting in the background. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'll get into that. But back to what happened with the page. So when I found that I was removed, there was some people that Tay forgot to remove from the page that were in AoV. So I just remembered that my gaming clan page, and I'm not listen, I'm not bragging either. You know what I'm saying? I did apologize to James. What I did was childish. You know what I'm saying? I should have just left it alone, and I should have let time fix it. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, my pride and my ego got in the middle of it, and I just wanted revenge. You know what I'm saying? So 3 days later, like I really was like, damn, man, you should have done that. You should have just let Tay destroy himself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing something to top him, and then now you look like the real bad guy. You know what I'm saying? So my one of my high ranking officers in the clan was still in there. He never kicked him. So what I did was I went into my gaming clan page, made him an admin on my gaming clan page. And because that page is linked to the clan hub, it gave him admin in the clan hub because he would move an authority under the gaming clan page. So when you do that, you can delete posts, you can delete members, you can remove admins, you can do everything you can as an admin can do besides kick the leader of the page. So when I found out we could do that, I gave him the admin power, and he deleted everybody from the page. But this is the thing that they forget to realize. When they deleted everybody from the page, I made another clan hub and added them all back. You know what I'm saying? I added them to a page where Tay didn't have the power to do this again. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I kicked them all out and bam, just screw them. No, I gave them another place to come to do everything they was doing there. It's just now it's under new management. Now you have four clans who run it, four leaders who are admins equally. Bam, there's not one admin that's over everybody. Four leaders who are the leaders of this page. You know what I'm saying? I did the same thing in the Naruto page. Tay had kicked, Tay had knocked some of the admins that were AoV off of the Naruto page. And I'm talking about these are admins that really, really built this page. Like they put a lot of time into this page. You know, so you gotta remember at this time I see my members being fucked with. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And he's doing it to fuck with me. That's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna fight for my niggas and we're gonna do this. It turned out that my boy's uh page was linked to that page. So he made somebody an admin, and the same thing happened to that Naruto page. But everybody that was in that Naruto page, I made another Naruto page and put them over here. You know what I'm saying? So I made mirror pages for for these pages so that the people that were here can come here. It's just now it's under new management. There's not one dictator no more. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now it's stop. Now it's you got now you got 4, 5 people who got say in this page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the whole power in it. You know, because there's a lot of things Tay did in the past where he had admin and he's done some crazy things. Like he's complaining about me and destroying the page. We had a whole clan chat in BFC where he wasn't getting his way, and he deleted everybody from the clan chat. You know what I'm saying? So the things that I'm doing ain't new. I learned from these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it back. But That's how I wanted to get my retaliation. I wanted to destroy these pages, and I built mirror pages so that everybody who was in those pages can come over and just do the same thing. I never once, this is one thing that's going around, I never once accused Tay or told people that Tay deleted everybody from the page. I never ever said that. You know what I'm saying? James will repeat that because Tay is telling him that. James doesn't know. James is the third party listener. He's seeing what's going on with Tay telling him. So I never said that Tay deleted everybody from the page. No, I took responsibility for it. Even though I wasn't a person that clicked delete, I took responsibility for it. I'm not gonna give up to my guy who actually did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. But it was under my order, under my authority. I take responsibility for it, and I regret doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm not happy I did that. I wish I didn't. I wish I just let everything just take its course. Um, so you got to realize that no, there's nobody in my council that's disagreeing with me right now. You know, nobody in AoV is disagreeing with me because they seen what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like these people don't know me and Tate's beef. All they know is AoV members getting kicked. Why is AoV members getting kicked from the clan hub? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what Tate did. Tate kicked me and a few of my AoV members out the clan hub. And basically he was saying, y'all niggas not allowed here. Like he sent me the message, AoV and BFC are not mixing. You take your people out my page. That's what he told me. So I'm like, oh nigga, I helped build this page. You feel me? So that's what's going on. You know, and James, like I said, James is somebody that I do respect. Um, but when he gets to talking and he don't know what's going on, then he just says everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so easy for him to go into the clan hub, look at the admin activity, and if you want to see who take kick, just scroll all the way down. It's right there. It's gonna say that he kicked me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was the mix up over there, you know? And Tay got mad that I was trolling on, my boy Isaac, but when he did the same thing to me basically. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you got mad at him because he had made a post trying to get you kicked, but joking around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he was joking around, but you didn't take that as a joke. You know what I'm saying? You was really offended by that, but he was joking. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So what is the difference with me joking with homeboy, you getting offended and you taking it out of hand? You know what I'm saying? Why would you put Loopy in the same situation that I put you in? You know what I'm saying? Like why wouldn't you want to handle it with grace, just like you would have want Loopy to forgive you, like you was joking around? You know what I'm saying? He told you in his interview. He was joking with you like Loopy. He said if he really wanted you out, he would have talked to the admins. But that's my thing. Like, yo, first of all, if I really wanted homeboy, I wouldn't put it on the Clan Hub page for everybody to see. People know, bam, once I put that picture down, I'm trolling. The ants on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have a funny.
You
Ants
on
just
your
trying to have a funny
shit.
time. I'm on my shit. So, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted either, because Tay's not all the way paranoid with this chair either. Because there are people that I wanted from other clans that were my brothers, that were original members of AoV. Oh, let me get this out. James Clark did not make motherfucking AoV. He did not give me the name for Assassins of Valhalla. He didn't do none of that stuff. Matter of fact, he didn't give none of the squads any names. What the protocol was is a squad leader would take over. If somebody got promoted to squad leader, it would take over the existing squad, and they had the authority to rename it. You know what I'm saying? So when I became a part of BFC, um, there was a guy named Bill that took me in his squad. Well, he promoted me as squad leader. The squad was called Warriors de las Noches. So it means Warriors of the Night. So I didn't like that name. I thought that shit was corny as hell. All respect to Bill. You know, shout out to Bill. But so I changed it to Assassins of Valhalla. Now I had 5 members in that group. They're not in there no more. So I rebuilt this whole squad. Um, and I built it up to be what it was inside DFC. But when James and Xenoverse 2 gave authority over to Xbox, they deleted all the squads. They deleted the AoV squad too. You know what I'm saying? So, but because AoV was something I made, I always had it in the back burner. You know, but but yeah. So I just wanted to clear that stuff up first because all that stuff is because those are the core. That's the core beast going on right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and it's not Tay's fault. It's not Anthony's fault. It's it's not even James. It's not even James' fault for the live. Okay, so his live. He made this live, and he basically, Dragon Ball Z Fighters is coming out, and any Dragon Ball branch that James does, he leads it himself. Ain't nobody touching Dragon Ball Z other than James. So he, comes on the live with this smart ass Negan bat and Negan jacket from Walking Dead, talking shit, talking about how they're undefeated and Dragon Ball and For Honor and stuff like that. So when he said For Honor, I said, yo, that's fucked up. I said, because AOV fucked BFC up and For Honor already. Um, when we was in BFC. So that's when I gunned for Taz to tell you, we gotta do a clan match now. Because if he's saying he's undefeated, it's looking down on AOV. So that's when the shit started. You know what I'm saying? I put my competitive hat on. And when me and Tay competitive, it don't end well. Like when me and him was working together, it's the best. But to be competitive against each other, it never works well. It gets too personal. Me and him, we start beefing, and us working together is very bad business because if it goes left, that shit goes left. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. But but it all stemmed from a live. You know what I'm saying? And look where it ended up. Ended up in something big. And so but like I said, I respect James. I really enjoyed that interview. So that did last. I even enjoyed the interview with Tay. He got his feelings towards the end though, and
Nah, we both got in our
that
feelings at the end. I got pissed off.
yeah, but he's supposed to be the one mentoring you, so to
But
speak. Like,
the moment I left BFC, he stopped mentoring me and I stopped accepting shit.
but what I'm saying is, not saying he was mentoring you, but he is the mentor. Like that's supposed to be, he's supposed to be the experienced professional one. You know what I'm saying? Um, he should have handled it a little bit better. Tay does get paranoid and think everybody's attacking him at certain times. You just gotta be patient. You just gotta be patient. When he gets like that, you gotta be patient. You just gotta let him speak. But I mean, you ain't got no obligation to listen to any of that shit anyway. But I thought it was a good interview until that happened. And, James, I already knew James was gonna handle the interview professionally. Um, I just wish that he was more um aware of what was really going on. See, I don't have a problem with admitting my faults. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell the whole truth. I don't have a problem with admitting my faults. But Tay and James, Of course, they wouldn't know anything about, how can I get, the admin power back. So they didn't know that through these pages, you can give other people admin in other pages. Like I didn't know that. I found it out that day. So when I found it out that day, I said, "Oh shit, you can do this." So then that's when I did it. So when they seeing that people's getting removed, like they don't know how that's happening. You know what I'm saying? I know Tay was like, I don't know how this is happening because Anthony's not in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like Tay removed all of our admins and kicked us out. So I don't have a problem with admitting the things that I did wrong. But to say that I was not provoked, I think is wrong because then it just makes it seem like I was just trying to scheme behind people's back. No, I was provoked. I handled it in a childish way, but I was provoked. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And in James' last interview, he was talking about TDC that they left because I was doing snake shit. You know what I'm saying? They left. First of all, they already had plans on leaving BFC. They was the first squad to leave BFC, but they already had plans to leave it. Like just the way they were organizing themselves and going against other squads, they were very organized, and they already had plans on leaving. So what happened was it's the top belt in the clan. People wanted to fight for in Xenoverse 1, but the guy who held it didn't want to fight. Like he kept trying to send his people out to defend his belt. And at this time, it's called a COD. Basically, I'm an admin now. So I noticed that he's dodging fights for his belt. So I said, no, you gonna fight. And I said, you gonna fight me for the belt. And he was like trying to dodge, and I told him, I said, you got 2 weeks to fight for that belt, or I'm stripping you from that belt. So I made him fight for the belt. You know what I'm saying? We fought. We did a best 2 out of 3. The the third match ended in a timeout. So basically, the time ran out. Okay. So he posted on the page, "Oh, I won. I defended my belt and all that stuff." And I showed him the video, and I told him, I said, "No, bro, I won. Check the video." When he seen that I was the one that won, then he tried some snake shit. He said, "Oh, wait, 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 you ain't win. You can't win on a timeout." So I'm like, "Oh, so you was trying to win on a timeout when you thought you was winning, but when you seen you lost, then you saying that I can't win on a timeout." So he was trying some cheesy shit. So I said, "Okay, fine, let's do another 2 out of 3 match." He didn't want to do it. So now James gets involved and all that stuff, and James makes him do it. We start doing it. He wins the first match, and then he leaves the match. Like he left. I'm an admin. I'm about to strip you for your belt, and I was gonna hold a tournament for somebody else to get the belt because he wasn't being a good belt holder. So a lot of stuff stirred up. James got in his ass, a lot of stuff, and he left the page. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. Like I don't think there's anything snakish about that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
just it's just right now they'll call it snakish because Ant is doing some crazy stuff against BOC. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not snakish. Like I'm not plotting. Like I didn't plot to destroy these pages. Like niggas did some crazy stuff to me, and I said, "Oh shit! Now I'm about to do some shit." You know what I'm saying? And then we just did it. Um, so it's not being snakish. Like I'm being upfront about it. Like if you gonna do something grimy to me, I'm gonna do something grimy back. It's not about being a snake. It's not about none of that. Like you do something to me, I'm gonna do something back. The problem is BFC never really had, I wanna say, another clan that really brought like clan beef. You know what I'm saying? Clan drama. You know what I'm saying? Like where real clan drama, and this is how you do it on Facebook, really. You go on these pages and you talk shit about the other clan, forcing them to fight you in these games, and then beating them and then humiliating them over pages. That's what you do when you got enemy clans. That's clan war. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I was prepared for something like that. I don't care. But BFC, even when I was there, we never had nobody that did that to us. So AoV is the first one. Like, it's making them a little uncomfortable. So what's the first thing they do? They say, "Oh, like we're not doing no business with AoV." And I'm like halfway feeling like the reason why they don't want to do business with AoV, because AoV is about to give them that first L in the Dragon Ball Z Fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like I did some good recruiting. I got some good niggas up in there. You know what I'm saying? So why would you not do a competition with AoV when they're really the only competition clan out there for y'all to fight? Like y'all gonna go beat up on these little clans that ain't got really anybody, they ain't got no organization. Only real challenge out there for BFC is AoV. I mean, just saying. But regardless of the fact, I did want a competitive relationship with them. Maybe it was just a little bit too toxic at first. Maybe I didn't know how to go about it. Maybe I should have been more mature about it. Um, you live and you learn. Hopefully you learn from your errors. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of things. I just don't like when people, like, are hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Like Tay got mad because I was trolling on one of his members. But when AOV started, um, he took one of my members. You know what I'm saying? Like he took one of my members that was running my Destiny group. He came with me from BFC, because BFC like wasn't, the leader at the time. He didn't like how he was treating them. And I told him, come over here. We'll do our own thing with the Destiny branch. When Tay went back to BFC, Tay took him back to BFC. Like he took a member of AOV. Like I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hate the dude. Like I ain't start no 12-month. I hate you. Fuck you, war. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
fine. I said, yo, if the dude wanna leave, bro. I told the dude, if you wanna leave, go ahead, leave. You know what I'm saying? Like I told Tay, like, yo, next time just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to me. Questions.
For real? For real?
Yep.
Now you
Let's start
asking
the
me about
interviews.
the questions? You said let's start. Dude, you answered all the fucking questions.
Did I really?
Yes, you
Oh shit.
you so freaking determined to get your story across, and you
Yeah,
got
I'm a beast.
yeah, you was just like, all right, point blank, let's get this thing started. Let me take over this fucking interview because I'm an alpha male, and let's
I'm sorry.
see.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Luke. I'm sorry. Oh
and
shit. I
and
ain't
in my
even.
head, I'm thinking, ain't nothing you can do to stop this. He got a one track mind. That's a man thing,
Yo,
by the way. He got a one track mind, and he going to his destination, and ain't nobody stopping him. So just shut up and let dude talk. So I shut up and let you talk.
my bad. That was. Oh shoot, my bad. Dang, I didn't mean to do that. Well, what's up? You got any questions for me though? No.
um,
Here's a
Let me
question
see.
you
Let
have
me
for me.
see. No, no, no. Let me look. Let me look. My turn.
Okay.
Let's see. We talked about joint pages. Well, we didn't talk about how it start. How it starts. How do you get a joint page together? Do you contact clans and be like, "Hey, I want a joint page, so that we can all commence here and get shit started"? So how does all that work with the joining of the pages?
What do you mean joint pages?
Like you had a
Like linking?
joint, like a battleground page with multiple clans on it. So that's a joint page, ain't it?
So basically, what happens is, um, what happened is me. Okay, so Tay came to me one day. I just used the clan hub page that we have. He came to me one day and he was just running ideas. Like Tay is very ambitious. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Tay. When he wants something done, he wants it done, but it's productive for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So Tay has a lot of great ideas when it comes to branching out, putting together pages and stuff like that. He has a really good head when it comes to that. So he came to me, he said, "Yo, I want to create a page where all of us get together and we bring all of our material to the page and we all have our clan matches through this page." And that's when he started the Clan Hub page. And so it was Tay, me, Tay started the page. We joined in a little later, and a couple other clans I can't remember. Um, and so at first it was a very toxic page. Like I'm telling you, like people were cussing each other out, all that shit. Like it was extremely toxic. Um, but Tay, kicked some people, and it got to a good part, where it needed to be, and it got to a good part where it needed to be, and came mellow, you know. Um, couple times, like a couple times there was some drama between clans, like me and this one clan DSA was beefing. Uh, we was beefing because when I started my clan AoV, there was members in DSA that were originally mine. They were like brothers to me. And I asked the leader, I said, I want you to release them to me. Like basically, that's one of your questions. Like, have I ever poached anybody else's members? Um, yes, I have poached. I poached my brothers that I felt were should have been with me at AOV. They were original founding fathers of AOV, and I wanted them to come home, and they wanted to come home. More importantly, they wanted to come home. They just didn't know how to leave their current clan. That's when I made the AOV throne chair because I would troll on DSA and I would put my brother's names on it and just post it in the page like, yo, these guys are mine. So that's why I can see why Tay can get upset over it because he's seen me use these freaking chairs on everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but to specific people, there was three specific people that I wanted to come home that this clan would not release to me, but they wanted to come. They just didn't know how to do it. So that started like a little feud between AOV and another clan. That's one thing. AOV, we don't care about getting in no drama. We don't care about no beef. We know how to do this shit. Um, but we need to calm the fuck down too, 'cause we get too crazy and we still maturing as a clan too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I poached three guys from another clan that were original members of AOV. They were my brothers. They were family. And more importantly, they wanted to come to AOV. They just didn't know how to do it because they didn't want to seem like they were betraying their current clan. So that's why I pursued them. Have I ever poached on anybody else? No. I don't believe in poaching. Um, I think that if you gotta go and try and steal other people's clan members, I think you're a faggot, and that's some grimy shit. Like you shouldn't go and try and legitimately recruit other people's members. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, and Tay knows I feel that way. Because when he poached one of my members, um, I told him like that wasn't cool. Like this guy was leading my Destiny branch, and I originally brought him with me because he was supposed to lead a Destiny branch in BFC, but the leader at the time gave the branch to somebody else, and he was offended by it, and he was mad and he was pissed, and he said, "I'm leaving BFC." So he left BFC, and then shortly after that, I made AOV. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so that's the thing. And listen, and while I was at BFC, I loved it. BFC I met a lot of good people at BFC. I loved it. I loved it. It was a good place. It's just, as being a leader there, I put in a lot of work. And James said in his interview that I left because he doesn't do the favoritism thing, or because he didn't praise me and stuff like that. Like, I don't care for praise. Okay? There's a difference between praising somebody and appreciating somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your praise, but I do like to feel that I'm appreciated. That all the work that I'm putting in to market your clan, that you show a little bit of appreciation. It's got nothing to do with favoritism. You know what I'm saying? It's just got to do that I'm a leader that's putting in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Say good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me with more things or something like that. There's ways to do it that you ain't gotta show. You ain't gotta, like, none of the other members gonna get jealous. Like, it's gonna push them to work harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shoot, like, good work does get you somewhere. So that was my thing. Like, I just wanted to be appreciated. That's all. And there was times where I didn't feel appreciated. Where he um where he tore down BFC and gave it over to Xbox. He put it in the hands of the Xbox leader Brandon Robinson. And what's crazy is he said Brandon Robinson built BFC back up. That just lets you know that James hasn't been paying attention. Brandon Robinson ain't do shit but tear the squads down. He didn't do nothing, and Tay can witness that. But that's one thing if Tay came in this lobby right now, one thing we're gonna agree on is Brandon Robinson didn't do shit because he didn't. It was one of his leaders, Toya Foster, who did everything. She put in a lot of work. She put in a lot of sweat to bring it back BFC. Like, I respect her for that. She put me back in a leadership position to help her build BFC back up. So after James tore it down and gave it to the Xbox leader, now one of his leaders is building it back up with my help. So now I'm building BFC back up just for James to come back saying, okay, I'm good now. We're gonna run this, but I'm gonna stick one of this dudes as a leader. He stuck the guy of Overwatch branch as the main leader after I built the branch back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I built the branch back up, and you stick some dude from the Overwatch branch to be the leader now. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that I wanted to be a leader. It's like, nigga, you ain't even say good job. I done helped build this branch, this freaking clan back up. You know what I'm saying? So when he did this, like, now I'm like, yo, I'm not being appreciated here. I'm putting in a lot of work. I'm recruiting. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm putting together squads. I'm mentoring squad leaders and stuff like that. And this is frustrating. I'm not being appreciated. And Tay wasn't being appreciated either. Tay left the clan. Tay had left the clan, and he emptied out the whole clan chat. He left the clan. I stayed. When Tay left, I stayed through the bullshit, you know? But when he made the other dude the leader, that really pissed me off. Not that I wanted to be a leader, but it's like it's so easy to overlook my work and put somebody else in. You know what I'm saying? And his excuse was that, yeah, this dude he doesn't have a drama history. Like, he don't argue with people and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, I done built this page back up after you destroyed it. When James did that, he shut down the page. There was like 30 people, 30 active people that left BFC. So I'm with a whole new set of crew. So yeah, so it's frustrating. So eventually, man, like, I left and I made my own plan. And that's just how it is. Like, I didn't want him to show favoritism. I just wanted him to acknowledge that, yo, you got a good member here. But he's not being appreciated. So that's my soap opera. You feel me?
I like the box. I like the box.
So yeah, so that's but like I said, James, he's a good leader. I can't take that from him because he is. He mentored me. Uh, he, when there's times I was out of line, he pulled me aside. Yo, you fucking up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, when personal issues got heavy for him, he kind of cracked when it came to the clan. He kind of fell back. So, and, he made some decisions that had some very big consequences. You got about 30, 25 loyal guys who left BFC, and it's not about that just because you left BFC, you're unloyal. It's not that. Like you making decisions, these people are feeling like the leader ain't got their back, so they leave. It's not about not being loyal or sticking through the, fighting through the tough times, because if we're gonna fight through the tough times, we want you to fight with us. And I told James when he put that other leader in charge, I said, bro, I'm not leading under nobody else but you. And he still let him be the leader. So I left. And now I got the now I got the Assassin of Valhalla dynasty.
A dynasty?
It's a
What?
fucking dynasty.
A dynasty. Okay. Nice, nice. Um, let's see if I got any more questions that you haven't answered yet. I don't, cause I
Oh man.
think pretty much you've given us a glimpse of before AOV left and after AOV. Well, you haven't really given a glimpse of after AOV left. So give us a glimpse of you or a description of how AOV is now versus how you guys were under BFC and any strong or big differences you feel there are.
Well, when AOV was a squad in BFC, the leaders then are now the leaders now with me. So it's running the same. We have a good system, and I told you about our council. You know, we got a good system going on, and right now we're just trying to have fun. We got into some drama, now we're over the drama. Now we're just trying to build our branches, uh, find some other clans to fight with, build our clan hub, um, for other clans to come and enjoy, and that's basically what we're doing now. We're about to get into the clan had bought a heat press, so we're about to get into like making t-shirts, distributing t-shirts for the clan, selling them for the clan, doing some prizes, making care packages and stuff like that. So that's basically what we want to do. Now, you know, I'm not up for. Can you still hear me?
Mhm. I'm just listening.
Okay. Oh, so now basically we got a lot of the foundation established with AoV. I'm gonna be rebuilding our stream team. Um, so we got the foundation. So now my goal is what can I do for my members? You know, so that's what I want to do now. I want to treat my members, motivate my members to do things, make prize tournaments for them. You know, so that's what my focus is now.
Nice. It's a good focus.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Yeah, we pretty much
Yeah.
squashed it. Is there anything else that you want to let be known or say?
Yeah. No. Oh, and if I didn't have AOV, I'd probably still be in BFC. So, um, I wasn't joining no other clan unless I made one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so BFC is still a good, place for new members, to go to, and build a family. We got a nice set of guys over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hating on BFC. It's just, this ain't me and Tay's first. breakup. You know, this ain't our first divorce. You know, we've been here before. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, yeah.
It's just before BFC, like, you know, James kind of like, look, y'all niggas better solve it, because y'all gotta work together. You know, so but now it's like we ain't gotta solve nothing. Like, so somebody gotta be the bigger man. And I already took the first step. I already apologized for the stuff I did.
Did you
Um,
apologize to Tay or did you apologize to James?
I apologize. Yeah, I apologize to Tay too. You know, I let him know in in a forum, in a chat forum where I was going back and forth with him. You know, I let him know that, yo, I'm sorry for what I did. You know, it's childish and stuff like that. But he ignored it. So, you know, it's not my responsibility to fix anything now. Now it's just AoV. You know, what we gonna do next? You know, BFC want to go ahead and compete with, you know, lesser clans. You know, you can do that. You can go build an undefeated, you know, record on clans that even established. That's cool. But when you want real competition, they know where to go. You feel me? Nah, but I do respect BFC. And like I said, if nobody wanted to join AoV, you know, people didn't want to join, I would I would I would push them towards BFC because they got a nice leadership over there, and they got a nice setup.
I see, I see. Alright. And you got everything out that you need to say in response?
Yeah, yeah, everything is cleared up basically. If I missed anything, then it's all right. It's all dead to water.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna say what I need to say to my people that watched the last video. I do wanna apologize for me losing my temper. I was immensely frustrated with the last person I interviewed because stuff got personal. I shouldn't have let it get to that level. And he was accusing me of a setup, and that's not me. Matter of fact, I think if I tried to set somebody up, it would be so obvious that it would not work. So again, apologizing for the way I conducted myself in my last, well, the interview before last, because James is my last interview. I just can't get his posted because I pre-recorded him due to a situation that he had. He needed to be pre-recorded, so I had to post that on Facebook. If you want me to send you that on Facebook, comment. I'll get you that. If you want to hear that interview, because a lot of stuff that Anthony is responding to came from James's video, and I would love for everyone to get all sides of the story in all the interviews. Um, that's it.
Yeah, next interview we could probably talk about the situation with us. You know, I think I owe you something for that, and you know, you probably should have listened to Tay though when he told you to ignore me. Because one thing about James is James knows me, and he read my card, and knows that when I came after you, it was a setup.
But see, the thing about in the most
So,
hated group that's full of admins from your clan, by the way, um, is you cannot duck anything like that. You start ducking people, you start not responding to the stuff, and they'll kick you.
but we knew that, and it was because of pride. It's because of our pride, and you know, at that time we was like, oh, we're coming for BFC and matches because of James live. So when we found out you were sponsored, if you wasn't sponsored, we wouldn't have came out for you. I know James said we would have came after you anyway. That's not true. We wouldn't have came after you. There was just two new plans that was announced last week, and we haven't touched them. So it's not about new plans, you know what I'm saying? But you do, when it comes to being a leader though,
Hmm.
you should have taken Tay's advice
I know.
when
I
it
know I
came to
fucked
us.
up. I know I did.
But like James also said, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? Don't harp on this mess up. Don't let it make you or break you. Build from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. In fact, if you go to the most hated page, you'll see me doing just that, addressing the last people my clan just fought and trying to squash the crap before it gets bigger.
Okay. All right.
Cause I'm nice like that.
I hear you.
Alright, so I'm gonna call this the end. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching or when you will be watching, appreciate it. This will be posted pretty soon. I didn't really tell anybody we were going live. We want to get the whole thing out. You can start fresh from the beginning. And again, this is Loopy. Bye.